All right, mailbag questions. Sorry, I was reading. You still haven't answered Shane's question. Sorry, it was on here.
I know. I got to go back and make that top 10 list down.
Top 10 song list. Okay, the most recent questions. If you could only eat one barbecue item for the rest of your life, which would you pick? That's from Dustin McGinnis on Facebook.
That's easy. Ribs. And you want to know why? You can peel them off the bone and chop them and still have a chopped pork sandwich. But you can also have them as ribs. You cut them down. There's so many things you could do with ribs.
Like what?
Well, I mean, you take the meat and treat it just like pulled pork and do egg rolls with it. You could do a salad with it. But I think the rib meat's more versatile to me. I'd rather have the meat on the bone than I have the Boston butt. That's just me.
Good answer. Who do you personally admire or respect as far as other barbecue YouTube creators? That is from AAA Sports 9898 on YouTube.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that would be a long list of people because, I mean, for one, you got to pay homage to Malcolm Reed. He's one of the pioneers of the YouTube community along with Barbecue Pit Boys. You got to give those two great. They were some of the first two to ever start, like, I think only a month or so apart.
It's been years ago.
Yeah, years ago. But, you know, I can't say Matt Pittman's got a great YouTube channel, Sam the Cooking Guy, Cosmo, Barbecue Big Jake. I mean, you name it, and there's so many different affiliates to people that own businesses to, I mean, it's just unreal, the barbecue YouTube channels out there, and there's so many unique ones. It's insane.
All right. Malcolm Reed is a diehard Blue Plate mayonnaise fan. Matt Pittman is a Duke's mayonnaise fanboy. What is Heath Riles' mayonnaise of choice? That's from Shootin 8414 on YouTube.
Well, let me explain my mayonnaise debacle. I don't really have one. I love all mayonnaises, as you know. But I am a Blue Plate fan. I'm a Duke's fan, and I'm a Hellman's fan. But if I'm buying Blue Plate. I feel like Duke's sometimes stands out in the coleslaw where Blue Plate don't. It gets a little too watery.
When you make like a
when you make a big
something
batch
with it.
Yeah. But as far as taste goes, as long as it's not Miracle Whip, I'm fine. I'll eat Miracle Whip, but I want real mayo. And as far as best tasting mayo goes or not, I'm gonna have to go with the truff mayo.
That is a good
I mean,
mayonnaise.
I hate to say it, and a lot of people don't know what the truff mayo, like the truff hot sauce.
Yeah,
but they make
different.
a organic mayonnaise that is another level.
It really is. All right. How did you know or did you know that your rubs were about to become a top brand in barbecue? Would love to know how you could tell you were going in the right direction. South Carolina Barbecue Company on Twitter.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I still don't know how I'm going in the right direction. I don't consider myself one of the top brands out there. You're going up against iconic brands like Sweet Baby Ray's. I mean, so we have a great brand, I feel like, but you're going up against icons in this industry. And so to ask me, did I think I was going to be there? No. Do I think I'm there yet? No. It's a long journey, and I'm just happy to be on the road.
All right. Next question. Turkey time is almost here. Do you inject or brine your Thanksgiving turkey? From Mike Kinglesmith on Facebook. I might say that wrong.
Well, as you know, I love to inject and brine. I usually make up a double batch, inject as much as I can, and pour the brine over it for the remainder of the time. That's what I like doing.
All right. What is the proper amount of Tong clicks when you pick them up? From Dan Wright on Facebook.
Well, if you don't do at least 2
I feel like it's
clicks,
more than that.
I said at least 2. Click, click.
Yeah.
But depending on how far the walk is from where I got the tongs at, if they were already on the patio or I'm going from inside to out, it could be a dozen times. Because you're going to click them no matter what. They're in your hand.
All right.
It's kind of like somebody putting a cold beer in my hand. It ain't going to sit there and get hot. you got to drink it.
All right, last question. What's some advice for someone who wants to get into competition barbecue? How do you get started? From Garrett Will on Facebook.
Run as far as you can. No, I think the best way to get started these days is to cut the learning curve, choose a cooker that you like running, and then find someone that teaches a class on that style of cooker. You've got guys out here that teach classes on pellet grills, guys that teach them on stick burners, on gravity fed, whatever. So you want to make sure you take a class and spend your money wisely to cut the learning curve. Some of the best out here, like Travis Clark, still teaches classes. That's one I would highly recommend. He cooks on a stick burner. You know, Bob and Mo have a great backyard style class.
True.
But as far as comp barbecue, I mean, you really just need to focus on taking a class around the cooker that you bought, and then you can adjust your recipes from there. But what you're really looking for is to learn what the meat is going to do on that style cooker, the tenderness level it needs to be, and that's something that can't be taught. That's only learned over time.
All right. Well, that's all the questions that I have for this time.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed Shooting the Q. We'll see y'all next week with another podcast.